Okay, in this video, my cousin stopped by and said, I need a door like this, only smaller and better. And I told him no problem. So that's what we're doing. A door to another dimension. Here we go. Okay, so that one's welded out. I'm going to grind the welds down flat because kind of look I'm going for, I don't want any welds on it. The welds on the inside corners, he'll still have those of course, but they'll be behind the door. So we're at a little bit of cosmetics, and at the same time I finish grinding this up, I will be squaring these edges up and beveling these, getting ready for the door itself. guys might be wondering where I get all these parts from. I don't throw away things that are neat, like little doodads, and I got a whole milk carton full of them. This is just one, you know, music boxes. This was parts from an old wood planer for another project I have in mind. Pulleys, little motors, ends of a drill with some gears, just anything I think, ooh, that would be a neat thing to play with too. A door handle, something like that. A little too far along to go back, but anyways, you get the idea. Okay, got a magnetic piece on this. So this is how far I've got. This piece right here is that gear that I had before, and I showed you the slot. So I drilled and tapped this, and I have a bolt stuck up through the back, and what I'll do is take this off, put it on here and weld it on the bottom so it's nice and clean, and this will become my nut that will tighten this all down. We'll grind this or cut this bolt off so that's down inside there. It just comes right up to the top of this spacer, even, flush, and that's what'll tighten everything down. Now I don't want to weld these on right yet because I have a lot of gap here. I want to make sure my hinges are good. Don't want to finish this out, but everything is getting into position. Well, one thing I might end up doing, and I've already done a little dry run, I put a mark on this side of this bar here. I hold this, and then I hold the door, everything, and I work it, and that mark comes out this side over here, so I'd be able to open the door. I think that's important. But I need to get the hinges in place before I can see what's going on with everything. And I may need some type of a guide or something to stay on this so that it holds it in position when it's open, and it'll go back into here. But we'll see how that comes. Basically, this is too high right now. I need to grind it down, but I'll make sure that my hinges are good before I do anything else with that. And put this whole latch in there permanent, and then put hinges in, and nothing's gonna line up. So these hinges, I found some old door hinges. They look like they're brass, copper plated, but they're steel underneath. So just take them, put them together, and cut right down through with a Sawzall so that I can take them apart. Just going to use 3 of the hinges. I have a couple extras here because a couple of these are rusted up pretty good. So I'll get what I can out of there, clean them up. I need one more short one, so probably this one right here I can use. And then I'll take that pin apart, and I'll just plan on using just one part of the pin. So that's where I'm getting my hinges from. A little bit of work, but I think it's going to turn out pretty good. All right, catch you when I get to another stopping point. So the door to another dimension's done. It's still hot. You can see I put a couple of bands here and here. You're going to need one to hold this section from flopping around and guide it back into here. So the big ones that I built for out here I just cut in half and used them like that. Now the outside frame sits a little higher, so I also had to grind the legs down a little bit. But I think it turned out pretty nice.